If you knew nothing about computers but you needed a new one, would you either A, just not get a new computer, B, build your own, or C, get it pre-built? You probably went with option C, and I went with option B. And that's because when it comes to building your own PC, you have a lot more options when it comes to customizing specs and how it looks. Also, it tends to just be a better price overall. So months leading up to knowing when I was going to build my PC, I set out to learn as much as I could. Alright, so after months of research, what parts did I pick? That's the thing, I didn't. I knew what CPU I wanted, but that was literally it, and every time I made some type of build on PC Part Picker, I wasn't sure. I kept second guessing myself. So instead of making a decision myself, I just went to my brother-in-law to make a list for me instead. So here's everything he recommended and everything we're gonna be using today to build my PC. Everything came in pretty quickly, except for my GPU. I have been waiting all morning for this to come in. I knew I'd be able to build it on Tuesday. I just didn't know when. So finally, it came in like literally 20 minutes ago, and well, I guess it's time to build it. Now, as I'm unboxing everything, I'm gonna tell you why I needed this computer, what I plan to use it for, the specs, and the budget. So why I wanted a new computer was because my old one was becoming quite dated. I bought it off some guy, I had it for the last 2 years, and I didn't realize that everything within it was turning like 9 years old. And within that, it could not upgrade to Windows 11, and that's kind of a problem. So I just took it as a sign to just start fresh and just build my own build. Because also that thing was a pre-built, and if I wanted to try to upgrade everything within it, I would need to do a lot more research. Now what I plan to use this computer for is editing, gaming, and streaming. So you kind of need some decent specs to back all that up. My specs are as followed. An AMD Ryzen 7 7800 X3D, GeForce RTX 5070, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage. I think this is a pretty decent starting out point for specs, and the nice thing is my motherboard is future-proof, so I can always add more RAM and add more storage. So my budget going into this is I knew that I wanted a machine to have quite a bit of power and that would not be cheap, so I was hoping to not spend more than $2,000. And the grand total of what we spent was about $1,900. Not too bad. Could have been cheaper if we didn't go the all-white build, but guys, we gotta admit, the all-white build, it looks nice. I mean, that's why I wanted it. Do you think what I spent is worth it? Let me know in the comments. Another thing to keep in mind is I did compare my specs to like some pre-builts out there, and I did save about $300, $400. Also, I learned a new skill along the way, and that's priceless. Guys, I think this part's pretty important. This also important. This also important. This also important. Okay, we have the motherboard. It is time to do things with it. Is this intimidating? Yeah. Let's take out our CPU. This is like the most like low-key stressful hobby to get into. I'm going to open this. It's now open. Chat, you probably can't see it, but I can see it. I see the little triangle. We're going to open this and be very gentle. Wow, my hands are shaking. Okay, it's in there. Whew. Okay, chat. It's not gonna move. It's not moving. Okay. Yay! Yay! Wow, so pretty. Okay, next. I feel like let's have like a satisfying moment and put in some RAM. Okay, does it say A2 and B2? Which I think I've seen people do that before, so. Are either of those like locked? Oh. Okay, that one's in. Okay, that didn't click in. Okay, sorry that wasn't as satisfying. Not trying to break anything. Time to do the CPU cooler because I really don't want to. Ooh, pretty. All right, CPU is installed. RAM is installed. Got the thermal paste in there. Next step is to add in the CPU fans. Okay, maybe this step should take me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh, I wish. So due to personal error, LOL, I put this bracket in the wrong way. And also manufacturing error, it took me 40 minutes to install the fans. And part of it being so stressful and overwhelming, I didn't record it at much. This right here took me way too long. Regardless, we got it in there and it's all good. It's now time to put in the SSD. 1 terabyte. Oh. Okay. Guys, he thinks he knows what he's doing. Okay. We're gonna call that good. This is literally so heavy. Optional. I don't even know where this optional thing is. Well, it's optional for a reason because I don't know where it is. Okay, did I scratch? No, okay. Okay, I was worried. There's probably a reason why there's a protective thing on that. You know, for people like me. I mean, it should just go in. Right? There we go. Hey! All right. I don't think that really creates static electricity, but I scare myself every time. I'm pretty sure the GPU is gonna go there. Hey. Wait a second. Oh, there's so many of these like little things to peel. LOL, I don't, wait, is it literally already time to put this in the thing? LOL, I think it is. Guys, chat, I'm nervous. Chat, I'm nervous for this part. Oh, people recommend you lay your PC down. A lot of people like to build it face up because it looks better on video. If it wasn't so heavy.
Careful, SpongeBob! SpongeBob, careful! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
I should be able to hold it by the fans. Okay, that looks pretty solid. Next, I think there's some screws. I know that for a fact, actually. But where are they at? Is it in here? They are. Shit, do I use the long ones? Tell me, manual. Please don't tell me this is in other languages. What? Please refer to the manuals for more information. What do you mean? Is it online? What type of screws? A little later. It is in there. There's like so many tiny little screws back there. Those were the worst to do. Those ones were fine. Motherboards, we have some beef. We have some major beef. Major beef? All right, everything is screwed in. Time to give everything some power. That's the thing, the power supply, I guess when I was watching tutorials, I just zoned out at this part because it looks confusing and complicated. I was like, I'll worry about that later when I have to worry about it now. And I really was quite confused because there's so many cables that it comes with and like, where is it supposed to line up? I swear, I watched like 3 tutorials to eventually get everything right. And because like I wasn't so sure, I was convinced that it wasn't gonna work on the first try. Not sure I skipped this part, but I did put in the GPU. I did take a second to be very careful about putting it in because 1, it's an expensive piece, and 2, I really did not want to break it. But anyway, now that the GPU is in, it is time to test the PC. I have everything connected. I am flipping this on. Okay, things have power. There's an LED. There's an LED. Who's trying to call me when I'm so busy?
Dare to call me when I'm so busy.
Hello?
Hello, I'm on my way home.
That's crazy. Do you know what I'm about to do?
What?
I'm about to try turning my PC on for the first time.
That's exciting.
Okay. Oh! Oh! I think it works. Oh my gosh. Literally every fan is going. Everything lights up. Guys, am I a genius or what? This has been quite the process. Knowing that it turns on, it works, I still need to cable manage. Should I have done that maybe beforehand? Maybe, but I didn't know if it worked. Guys, this is my first time. Anyway, I'll be back when everything is how it should be. A couple months later. Guys, it's been 2 months. The reason for the 2-month gap is mainly just it's taken me a while to finish making this video, and I also was able to upgrade some of the peripherals. I got a new monitor arms, keyboard, mouse, headphones. Sometimes you forget that if you're gonna get a new PC, you might as well upgrade the whole setup with it. I mean, what's a good PC without a good monitor? But how does it run? The first game I'm gonna be running for you guys is Minecraft. So as we can see from my settings, I have things at a mix between fast, default, fancy. I use sodium. I also have shaders, and I've got my render distance up to the highest that I can. This stuff is in the way, but don't worry about it. Anyway, you know, having an average of roughly like 90 FPS, spiking at 100, dipping to as low as like sometimes 80. Hey, pretty good. And it's crazy because like my old computer would not be able to handle shaders to this extent. If you're wondering what shaders I'm using complementary shaders, which is kind of the shaders almost everyone's using. Running pretty nicely. All right, on to the next game. The next game is Fortnite. Here are my settings, that if you need it. All right, as we can see, I'm maxing at about 120 FPS. Sometimes it dips down to like 100 or 110. This is a bot. But we killed someone. Fortnite works well, Minecraft works well. Do the outro, I guess. And after that, you can tell that I mainly only play Fortnite and Minecraft on this, which both run great, and I love using so many mods to make my Minecraft game look so great. And I love it so much. And also, if there's any games you recommend that I try, leave them down in the comments. Also, can you tell that I like Spider-Man? I don't know if anything gave that away, but at the end of this whole experience, feeling very happy and grateful to have a new PC, feeling very proud of myself for being able to put it together, and just happy to have it, you know? And every time I look at it, sometimes I literally forget like, oh yeah, I put that together. Guys, this is my son right here. Let this be a testament to show that if you're at a novice intermediate level of knowing stuff about computers, that with enough tutorials, you too can build your own PC. Folks, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for some future gaming content. Bye!